There is something I wish someone had told me when I was younger. Not advice, not motivation, just the truth, because it would have changed everything. The way I lived, the choices I made, the things I thought mattered, but no one said it. And maybe even if they did, I wouldn't have listened. Because when you're young, you think you have time to fix things, time to change direction, time to figure it all out. But time doesn't feel the same when you're 76. It feels final. And when you look back, you don't see years. You see choices, moments, things you did and things you didn't. And that's when the truth becomes clear, not complicated, not philosophical, just undeniable. Most of what we chase doesn't matter. And most of what matters, we ignore. I spent years chasing things I thought mattered. Stability, respect, approval. I thought if I built a life that looked right, everything else would fall into place, that happiness would come later. It didn't, because no one tells you how easy it is to confuse what looks valuable with what actually is. I worked hard. I stayed consistent. I did what I was supposed to do. And people noticed. They respected me. Some even admired me. But respect is not the same as fulfillment. And admiration is not the same as meaning. I built a life that made sense to everyone else, but not to me. And the strangest part is, I didn't question it, because everything around me told me I was doing well. So I kept going, further into a life that didn't feel like mine. I ignored the small moments, the ones that didn't feel right, the quiet discomfort, the feeling that something was missing, because I thought that's just part of life, that everyone feels that way, that it would pass. But it didn't pass. It stayed. It grew quietly. And over time, I stopped noticing it. Not because it disappeared, but because I got used to it. And getting used to something doesn't mean it's right. It just means you've stopped questioning it. That's the danger. Not pain, not failure, but comfort in the wrong life. And then, one day, something changes. Not outside, inside. You stop rushing. You stop chasing. You stop convincing yourself that everything is fine. And you start seeing things for what they really are. The life you built is not the life you wanted. The people around you don't really know you. The things you worked for don't mean what you thought they would. And the hardest part is, there's no one to blame. Not your family, not your circumstances, not your past, just you. And that realization is heavy, because it doesn't come with anger. It comes with clarity, a quiet understanding that you have a chance and you didn't take it. Not because you couldn't, but because you didn't see it. And when you finally do, it's already behind you. That's the truth about life. It doesn't warn you. It doesn't stop you. It just moves forward while you're busy living it. And by the time you understand it, you don't have the same time to change it. That's when everything becomes simple. Not easy, but simple. What matters is not what you build. It's how honestly you live. Because in the end, you don't remember the things that looked right. You remember the moments that felt real. If there's one thing I understand now, it's this. Life doesn't go wrong all at once. It drifts slowly, quietly, in the choices you don't question, in the moments you ignore, in the truth you avoid. And one day, you look back and realize you were there for all of it. You saw the signs. You felt something was off. You just didn't stop. Because stopping means facing yourself, and that's the hardest thing to do. I used to think I had more time to change, time to understand, time to become someone else. But life doesn't wait for you to figure it out. It just keeps moving, and you move with it, whether you're aware or not, until one day you don't have the same time left. So if you're still somewhere in the middle, still choosing, still deciding, don't ignore that feeling. The one that tells you something isn't right. That's not doubt, that's clarity. And the earlier you listen to it, the less you'll regret later. Because in the end, there's only one question that matters. Did you live a life that felt true to you, or one that only looked right to everyone else? I know my answer. Make sure you don't wait to find yours.